look, I don't know what Brock Purdy's going to develop into, all right? I really don't. I don't know what he'll end up being. I know what he is right now. And what he is right now is a guy that's pulling all the levers. Now, I thought yesterday in the first half it was a little at times, but like, go around the league. You're not going to score 50 every week. That's not how it works. Even the great quarterbacks have series, quarters, stretches, games where they struggle, weeks where they struggle. But Brock Purdy, 6 games, 68% completion percentage. That's higher than Jimmy Garoppolo was this year, higher than Jimmy last year. 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now, those are great numbers. Those are great numbers for a 6-game stretch. Here's the numbers that I care about. And you want to say, Joe, it's the defense. Yeah, but they're not kicking field goals. They're scoring touchdowns. Against Miami, 33 points. Against Tampa Bay, 35 points. Now, up at Seattle, short week, Thursday, they only scored 21. That's the outlier. And we'll get to Seattle all week. 37 against the Washington football team. 37 against the Las Vegas Raiders. 38 against Arizona in like 3 quarters. He's pulling the levers and getting the ball out to the playmakers so that they can make plays down the field. Do I love him rolling out to the left and losing yards and taking a sack and getting hit unnecessarily? No. Am I worried that there's a 2 or 3 interception game somewhere to be had? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. You know what? A 3 interception game in a playoff game for the 49ers? Do you know? It wasn't Jimmy Garoppolo. It was Joe Montana in 1981, January of 1982 against the Dallas Cowboys. But no one ever talks about that. Because when push came to shove, he marched his team down in a position to win and threw the touchdown to Dwight Clark that we all talk about to this day. That there's a statue at Levi Stadiums for. So, look, we'll see what he ends up becoming. But the moxie, the presence, the ability to not get delay of games, the ability to put this team in the right run situation, the ability to audible at the line, put the ball repeatedly in playmakers' hands, catchable, so they could turn upfield and make plays. Brock Purdy's been outstanding. He's been outstanding. And at this point, I really don't care what he becomes. All I know is right now, he gives them a really good chance to win week in, week out. That's all you can ask from your quarterback, especially a rookie, especially the 262nd pick in the draft, who hasn't played a whole lot. Let's go out to Larry in SF. Larry, step right up, no waiting. You want to echo some sentiments on Brock Purdy. What do you got on Brock?
Man, Joe, I got to tell you something, man. First of all, I'm going to tell you, I told you guys in the beginning, earlier this year that Brock Purdy was going to take Trey Lance's job. And this kid, there's something about this kid that just has, he has moxie or something. I don't know what it is, man. When I watched him last night playing, getting blasted and still just touchdown after touchdown, I'm going, you know what? This is something I haven't seen with the 49ers since before Garcia. You know, I mean, and I liked Garcia.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think this kid has the chance. I think this kid has the chance to be all that. And when it comes to Kansas City, you know what? I mean, I'm worried about Kansas City, and I'm not worried about Kansas City because the difference between us playing Kansas City before and playing Kansas City now, we can score points. And that defense is really good because other teams don't score points against Kansas City. You saw that with the Raiders, right? I mean, they marched down the field and they couldn't score. This team marches down the field and it scores.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. And what about Seattle? You like us facing Seattle? Because I love this. Oh, he's gone. I love it. I'm ready for it. Brock Purdy is going to get a lot of headlines. The defense is going to get a lot of headlines. Christian McCaffrey going to get a lot of headlines. I just keep going back to Shanahan. Like, Shanahan's incredible. Do you know who leads the 49ers all time in wins? Anybody? Anybody out there? Spadoni. We got Spadoni and Lubman if you're watching on YouTube. And again, Xfinity mobile text line and our phone line. It's the same number, 888-957-9570. Do you know, Spadoni, who is the all-time leader in wins for the 49ers?
For a head coach?
Yep.
Bill Walsh?
Nope.
All right,
George Seifert?
Yep.
There you
I love that Lubman's talking in the background. I absolutely love that.
He's screening.
Yeah.
He's grinding.
I love it. No, you got Seifert's got 98 wins. I mean, we've forgotten how great Seifert was. Oh, he took over someone else's team. Dude, he did it in Carolina too. He was really good. All right, Bill Walsh, 92 wins. 6 behind him. Coached almost the same amount of games essentially. And then right near each other. I think Walsh, what he inherited was obviously dramatically worse than what Seifert inherited. Buck Shaw, one of my favorites. Frankie Albert, going back to the 1940s and 50s. Buckshaw Stadium, you guys know, that's named
It's
after
an elite
him.
name, Buckshaw.
Yeah, and then you've got Steve Mariucci with 57 wins, Dick Nolan with 54 wins, and in sixth place all time for the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan. This was the year he eclipsed Jim Harbaugh in terms of wins. This was the year that he got over 500. He's now, in the regular season, 52 and 46. I mean, it's incredible. He's now eclipsed Steve Mariucci in terms of games coached. All right. Mooch, obviously, when he first came in, had a better team. Well, no one can deny that. But Mooch hit a rush patch. And we'll get to that in a second because I got some McVay thoughts at some point today. Front runner. That guy. I mean, give me a break. The first sight of adversity, he wants to tuck tail. You got to be kidding me. What's up? Brought to you by The Game. Your calls, Niner faithful. Where are you at? User's choice, 13-4 49ers. They face this Saturday, 1:30 Saturday game at Levi Stadium against your arch rivals, the Seattle Seahawks, and Pete Carroll chewing gum.
Oh, my God.
You got the Niner faithful with an unbelievable bracket. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. You get Cowboys, Bucks, and they get to go up against Philly. But on the bottom of the bracket, you get Seattle versus the Niners. Winner faces the winner of Minnesota versus the New York Giants. It couldn't shake down any better if you're a Niner fan. The path of least resistance.